All right, today's video is on lesson 5.5, point slope form of a linear equation. So far we've studied slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. And now we're looking at a different way to write the same line, another equation for the same line. So this isn't really anything different other than it's just another representation for a line. So point slope form is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So m still stands for our slope. So y and x stay as x and y. They don't change, okay? They stay as they are. So you don't substitute numbers in for x and y or anything. They stay as x and y. x1 and y1, so this number here and this x1 over here, that's where we're going to put a number in. And so they represent an ordered pair. And m, like I said before, is still the slope. Okay, so let's look at a couple examples of what this all means. So if we take this first example here, we have the ordered pair of -1, -6, and the slope is -1/3. And we want to write it in point slope form. So we're going to take this y, it stays as y, don't change anything, minus, and in place of the y1, we're going to write this number right here because that -6 represents the y in this ordered pair. So then we put in -6 for y equals the slope times x minus x1, which is this -1 right here. So then the only simplifying we need to do is to double sweep this minus a negative and make it a positive, and same with this one right here, minus a negative, and make it a positive. So in point slope form, we have y plus 6 equals -1/3 times x plus 1. So what this tells us is we know now, just by looking at this equation, that the slope of the line is -1/3, that the x-coordinate that line goes through, one of the x-coordinates is -1, because remember it's minus, so -1. The y-coordinate that it goes through is -6. So we can get that information just by looking at this equation. Where we can't get that information by looking at the equation y equals mx plus b. The only information we get from slope-intercept form is that we get the slope and the y-intercept. Here we get the slope in an ordered pair. So it's just a little different. All right, so let's look at this next example here. The ordered pair is 3, 2. My slope is 1/2. So I take y minus my y-coordinate equals 1/2 times x minus my x-coordinate. And that's it. That's all I have to do. There's nothing else to do here. What I can do if I needed to is I could write this equation in slope-intercept form by distributing and then combining like terms. I'm not asking you to do that today, but we can manipulate these equations in that way. This last equation, the ordered pair -2, 4, in the slope of -6/7, write that as an equation in point slope form and have that for class tomorrow. That's all you need. Enjoy your night.